Hi guys, this is Navdeep from Delhi Immigration Services. Today we have Mr. Smear with us, who got the Canada study visa after one refusal for graduate certificate program at in project management at Algoma University. And we'll just talk to him and see how his profile is and how he's become a successful candidate overall. Mr. Smear, first of all, many congratulations to you, sir, for the approval.
Thank you, Navdeep. Thank you.
Great. And can you talk us through your academic background and your experience? You worked in Saudi Arabia as well. Can you shed some light, sir?
Sure. I did my 12th in with PCM. And after that, 1 year I prepared for engineering entrance examination. And then I moved to Chennai to pursue a bachelor's in aeronautical engineering. And after that, 2 years I worked in Delhi, Noida, as a project engineer for a mid-scale construction company. So from there on, I moved to apply for a project in Saudi Arabia on King Abdul Aziz International Airport, and I was working as airport system delivery engineer. So basically, all the whatever technology you see at the airport, we used to deliver and install it.
Right.
And after that, I worked there from 2019 to 2021, October.
Right.
And after that, I moved back to India because I wanted to pursue higher studies, and I was looking for courses within India and as well as outside in countries like Canada, US, and
Right.
so I did my research to prepare my IELTS, and then I applied to Algoma University for project management program.
Has somebody suggested you for this program, or did you do your research on, online maybe or on your own, or how was that decision?
I only decided to pursue the program because have looked at my background, and most of the time we were involved in projects. Right. So entirely, I thought project management is the best way to go because I can move from engineer position, I can graduate towards the managerial positions. So that's why I wanted to do this program.
Exactly. And when you applied for the first time, unfortunately, it got declined. And how did you prepare for that? Has somebody helped you to prepare, or how was that preparation?
Yeah, because first time when I applied, actually was not sure about the SOP. So my first agent actually he prepared my SOP. So I thought it's okay, let him do his job, and he applied it.
Right.
But later when I got the refusal in July this year 2022, so I started to do my own research. I actually came across a few of your videos where you explained what points to mention in the SOP and all that. So I then went back to my SOP, wrote down my own SOP actually initially. Then I was again I received my GCMS notes during this period of time.
Yep.
And then I decided I should consult with you. And yeah, so thereon, when you told me that this is the problem with your profile and this issues can be addressed through the SOP,
Right.
and you don't need to change your program, because a few other before you actually tried to consult few other people and they said change your program, this is not suitable for you. But I thought this is the right program for me. So and when you said it's okay, this is the right program for you, so I said okay, let's do it. Right. So I decided. Then you prepared the SOP. Yeah.
Right. And you mentioned people suggested you to change the program. So did they suggest what other program you should go for?
Yeah, most of them, because I had almost 5+ years of experience.
Yeah.
So they were telling me better go for MBA or do some other do an engineering program and masters in engineering or something like that. But I was don't want to go for those. I thought project management is the correct progression for me, and because I know I am working in the field, my managers, everybody, they have project management. They have. So I thought, yeah, I should go for this program.
Absolutely. And now you've seen both of the applications, first and second as well. So what do you think we have done differently, which helped to convince the officer basically?
In the first SOP that was made by my consultant, in that it was very vague. It didn't actually show my strength and weakness of my profile and why I wanted to do. Because see, I am an aeronautical engineer, and to explain the officer that I want to go into project management is a completely different thing. Right. So I have to, each and every point need to be made sure that visa officer understands. So when I received my GCMS note, there were two primary concerns. One, I was not working at that time. Right. And secondly was I did aeronautical engineer. Also, I worked as a project engineer. And the visa officer, since I already worked as a project engineer, I already have gained the benefits of the program, project management. So on that basis, he declined my application. Then when I worked with you and you prepared my SOP, in that the major things I thought was the correct progression, that why I wanted to pursue this program. Secondly, you worked on my strength and weakness. Whatever the strengths of my profile were, you highlighted them very well. And also you made the why project management, how project management is related to my particular field, and how it can benefit me, and how it can I can get a good job in India. That was an important point. mention everything, which each and every very clearly. And
Right.
the presentation was what absolutely fantastic.
Right.
That I think so convinced the visa officer.
Right. And how much time it took for you to get the decision eventually? So 30 days or more than that?
I applied on 12th of October and I got the visa approval on 30th of November.
Okay.
So almost like 42 days, 42 something, like 6, 7 weeks.
Right. And what were you doing when you saw the update on the profile and you noticed that there is some
Mm.
notification? And how was the
Yeah,
reaction?
yeah. A day before I got the BBL notification. So I thought, okay, I think so this might, because I was confident when I saw your SOP.
Yeah.
Actually, and even my dad, when he read the SOP and us together, I was very confident that this time I will get it.
Right.
Because so then I was hoping, I was positive about it. When I saw the BBL, I think this time it will come. Then I was next day when it came, I was really happy. It was a relief for me actually.
Right. Great.
And
Great. Many congratulations to you for that, to your family as well, who, your father
yeah,
supported you. And
yeah,
there may be other applicants coming from similar background or some other technical
yeah.
backgrounds thinking to go for project
Hmm.
management, that they should, keep things in mind while preparing for the application if they're going to project management specifically.
I think so. The main part is the SOP. Okay, so you have to explain the correct progression of studies.
Right.
Okay, why project management is important to you? Why, what can it can do for you in the future? So that is very important. Whatever background you're coming from, project man, you can pursue project management. Project management is applied to all fields, but you have to explain it, like what can it do for you, what can you do, what will be the outcomes of it, and what salary packages or what opportunities you have within India.
Right.
So those are the major points, and you need to pick on the SOP. And SOP is the primary thing. I have seen, researched a lot about it, but SOP is the main. All the other document I think are secondary. I have a test CA report also, and my IT has everything. But that
Yeah.
I think is secondary. The primary thing is the SOP. If the visa officer is not convinced, because
Yeah.
that is the only thing he has. So I think everyone should make sure that they are making the right progression, and and highlight the points what you it or the outcome of the program that it can be benefited to you.
Right.
So
And
these
you
are my learnings to this.
Yeah, you highlighted very, beautifully where you mentioned that you worked as a project engineer already. An officer taken note of that and mentioned that you may
Mm.
have learned all the skills already. And,
Yeah, yeah.
and now the same situation,
Mm.
actually, in circumstances, you are
Mm.
able to convince the
Mm.
officer that no, I haven't learned everything.
Yeah.
Project management can
Mm.
still prepare me to progress towards the senior
Mm.
level positions.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah,
Right, and yeah, it is definitely all about the progression. And if you
yeah.
link it, make it in sync, and explain it
Mm.
in a way, it definitely happens.
Mm.
Um,
Yes.
Anyways, many congratulations to you, sir, once again. I'm very happy that
Thank you, Navdeep. Thank you.
and
Yeah.
you've been very supportive.
Uh,
I must appreciate,
yeah.
and great news that you've got it eventually. And I wish you
Yes.
great luck further for your next steps or even in new life there in Canada. And
Mm.
best wishes from our side. In case of any confusions, concerns, please feel free to connect,
Yes.
and we're happy to help you.
Thank Thank you, Navdeep, and I wish you best of luck also for your future endeavors.
Thank you very much, Mrs.
Thanks.
Pleasure,
Okay.
pleasure working with you.